Okay, so now that the Pope has left New York, I can say what I have to say. I did not want to deprive those of you who wanted to navigate all the traffic and stand in the hot sun in the maddening crowds and fighting your way out of the different venues that he was visiting. And I didn't want to deny you your pleasure. So for those of you who went to see him, God bless you. But this is what I have to say. Now, first of all, let us not forget that the popes of both past and present, in conjunction with the Catholic Church, are never in opposition to war and have blessed troops going to wars for hundreds of years. This alone is a counter to Christianity and everything that Jesus spoke about. But their sins run a little bit deeper than that. There is the refusal to condemn homosexuality, a practice clearly spoken against in their holy text, the Bible. Even, and I'm referring to the Catholic Bible because, there are different Bibles that people read, even though we're all Christians or Judeo-Christians. There are different texts and Bibles, and some of us also read the Talmud and the Torah. But this is a practice that is spoken against generally across the board in most religions, and even among their own priesthood, back to the Catholics, even among their own priesthood, homosexuality and pedophilia run rampant. All the while, the Pope and the Church, they turn a blind eye and they pay billions of dollars in settlements, hush money, and cover-ups. Very Christian indeed. There is idol worship everywhere within the Catholic Church. Crosses, statues, saint worship are all present and alive in these heavily adorned Catholic churches. When I was homeless, I lived with nuns up in Harlem. They have a faction of nuns who are actually from the same order that Mother Teresa was from. And I can't recall it right now, but they were called the Queen of Peace nuns up in Harlem. And I can tell you that place was filled with idols. You couldn't walk down the stair without some large life-size statue staring at you. And so, this is a fact. And the Catholic Church, it owns billions in property, priceless art, and has cash which piles almost to heaven. Although they do not, and very wisely, they don't disclose their wealth, a 2002 investigation by The Economist claimed that the church had an estimated $170 billion in annual spending. And the Catholic Church is one of the most lucrative businesses in the world. I can tell you here in New York, we have Catholic Charities who owns most of the real estate that they place homeless people coming out of the system in. They have several SROs and buildings and such. It is also notable to consider that the word Pope is never mentioned anywhere in the Bible. In the Bible, there's no such thing as a Pope. It's also not mentioned in the Talmud or the Torah or even the Quran. But like the majority of Catholic beliefs, the Pope is non-biblical and simply made up. The Pope, along with the Church, are simply the religious arm of the New World Order. The Pope, however, is simply a man, and like any other man, he is not to be revered or honored any more than any other man, and to do so is simply not scriptural, and it's idol worship.
When he said the devil was present in the Vatican.
You're talking about something very real, aren't you?
Certo, realissima. Vi dico, se credete al Vangelo, credete all'esistenza del demonio.
Absolutely, very real.
As to the devil's presence in the Vatican, he says that's no surprise. He once had to perform an exorcism on another exorcist.
The first thing we need to do if we're going to find out if the devil is at the Vatican
Ille in quan Lucifer qui nescito casum, Christus filius tuus, 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 qui regressus ab infelis, humani generis serenus illus,
I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
Facerte necessarium ad peccatum.
Did you say that you are Lucifer?
I am Lucifer.
Okay, define Lucifer for me.
Pure, virtuous, wholesome, innocent individual that's out to help people.
Lucifer is?
Yeah.
Say that again. Lucifer is a pure, holy,
Virtuous.
virtuous. Now, is he the Lucifer that God created?
That's the same one.
Oh, man, this is great. I'm going to put this on the internet.
Oh,
Amen.
God bless you,
Amen.
brother.
Because that's exactly what the Shriners and Masons teach, is that Lucifer is light. Okay, tell me about Jesus. Who is Jesus?
But he's my leader.
Is he the Son of God?
Yes, he
Is he
is.
the only worshipful master?
Yes.
See, this is what a Mason confesses, is that Lucifer is light.
Et nos sicut dies illumina.
Freemasonry is the center and queen of secret societies, binding members to secrecy by fearful oaths. This hallmark of evil is confirmed by the wicked aims and the wicked fruits of Freemasonry, which are the overthrow of Christianity. And there are enemies of our Lord Jesus Christ right back from the moment he was crucified. That is the explanation of the paralysis of the Catholic Church. The paralytic state in which the Catholic Church is. The Freemasons